Wow, that is loud.
Bouncy.
Alright, ready?
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Hello, and
Hi.
welcome back to Night Cheese Book Club.
Hi.
Hello, welcome. If you don't know, this podcast is about books, spoiler free, of course. We're not going to spoil this book for you. You could read it.
Whenever you want.
Do read it. But in addition to the book, we bring up a topic.
Yes, so it's basically a book and then our opinions, and if you'd like to listen, go ahead.
Crappy poetry, cheese pairing, Night Cheese Book Club. It's the podcast you love.
I like all of those things, so I don't understand why you wouldn't.
I'm your host, Suzanne, and with me is my sister, Presley.
Hello.
Not with me, co-host. Sorry, Mom.
What do you mean with you?
She said to say that you're my co-host
Oh, well, I'm with
on
you
the show
too.
and in life.
Yeah. Okay,
Together.
yeah. That does make me sound more important, doesn't it?
She's always rooting for you.
I appreciate
I don't
that.
know why. This week's book is Maeve Fly by CJ Leede.
Brilliant.
What a masterpiece of a book.
Yeah, like, I don't...
What's to say?
I've read a lot.
We'll end
of
it here.
Yeah, just go read it. The end. I've read a lot of good books recently. This is a favorite. I could see myself reading this again, honestly, already. And I
for
just
sure.
finished it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this for Halloween.
Like, this is, and not to, like, out us girls for doing things, but, like, I don't know if you guys do this, but that comfort movie where you're like, I need something beautiful. I need beautiful ladies to look at, to watch while I'm doing my makeup, or while I'm having, I just need a cheery up of just, like, a cool chick or something. That book is this.
It's so good.
Yeah, this is great.
I love also when it's something gruesome, but also feels kind of comforting.
Yes, I can think of so many horror movies like that where I'm just like, everybody in this is so lovely, and it's gruesome too, and it's just great, and this is one of those.
Yeah, The Conjuring and Halloween 2. I don't know why I watch the Rob Zombie one. I watch them so often because I love them so much.
Halloween too. I could, yes, it's the Beauty and the Beast, if you will.
Yeah, truly.
To bring up Disney.
What have you been doing since we last recorded?
Pretty nothing too much. Just honestly, we've been doing podcast stuff. We've been walking. Well, I don't know if you. Oh yeah, you have. I
have also
just
been
separately.
walking.
We've also been walking outside. The weather's been okay. Been a bit rainy, but I'm into that. And yeah, just like cleaning and cat parenting. Gentle parenting though, because I think I was too nice to them when they were little, and now they're afraid of nothing, which has really got me in the end.
Fearless
Yes.
little heathens.
And just trying to do anything is a struggle for me and a lot of fun for them.
Plus, you're greatly outnumbered. They could take over instantly if they haven't already.
Yes, I am outnumbered, but me and Mom Cat are a pair. So, you know,
You're an item.
Yeah, we're the top of the food chain in that hierarchy. So I'm not worried about that too much. Because she and I, like, I'm like, no, don't do that. And then she's the enforcer. And then I just see her whooping on one of them. And I'm like, let me mind my own business right now. Because,
She's parenting.
yeah, where she's just like biting their neck really hard. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, that's
She knows best.
Yeah, it's her business. What have you been up to?
I had a good night at work at the hospital. I thought it was very funny. There was one person screaming nonstop the entire night, and I love when the other patients are like, is everything okay? And you're like, yeah, why?
I guess you forget that it's not normal that someone should be screaming the whole time.
Yeah. Well, and, you know, just lightly gaslight them. What do you mean?
Screaming? What?
Yeah. What else? Just, you know, hanging out, getting my nails did.
Yeah, together. Sparkly. Yeah, we both chose an apple color this time. Different apples, but...
Yeah, unknowingly. Who doesn't like apples?
Yeah, especially
Apples.
it's summertime. A nice, juicy apple.
The best apple is the Honey Crisp. fight me.
Yeah, and if you say gala, you're weird.
If you say gala, you are so 2012. I can't even.
Well, you also might as well, like, chew on a rock. Like,
There's just been, I don't know, what would you call it? Advances in apples?
yeah, or something where you don't have to punish yourself with a gala anymore. Okay?
Yeah, there's better things out there, like the Honey Crisp.
Right. Anywho.
Maeve Fly.
Yeah,
When
like-
I've said this book to people, so many people are like, Maeve Fly? And I'm like, I think that's part of it. But Maeve,
Maeve
the old
Fly.
woman. Old woman's name.
Old woman's name.
Maeve.
Maeve.
I
Yeah.
think it is coming back, though.
Well, I know Maven has been making a resurgence as of lately, I think, but Maeve you don't hear too often.
I love it. I love an old-fashioned name.
It is cute. It's a cute name. Maeve.
This book was published
Yeah.
June 6th, 2023. It is super fresh.
Yeah, fresh off the presses, and it's blowing
It's
up now.
amazing.
Because I tell you, like, all of the reviews are fantastic that I've read. If it was a bad review, you're wrong.
You're wrong. You hate fun.
Yeah, it's just
You hate fun and you hate cool things.
And even from the cover of the book, if you didn't like the book, the cover. Why did you choose this book then? If you don't like those, like if you
That's
don't like
so
horror
true.
and you don't like gory things, the cover should tell you enough.
It
But-
is. It's vetting.
Yeah.
If you're gonna pick this up, you know.
But as someone who loves horror and someone who loves Disney and someone who loves spicy, did you write this book for us?
I think that,
Specifically me with the Disney aspect. You liked it, you know what? And don't
I
try to
loved it.
don't try to deny your Disney because you like it too.
yeah. I'm not Disney. Listen, hot take. I think that I would never classify myself as a Disney adult. That makes me sick. There's a roiling that happens. I don't like that.
Go on.
I mean, anyone our age who is happy, I guess, grew up on Disney movies. The puffy VHS case.
Yeah, I can feel it now.
It was a whole thing. It's such a mood. I mean, it's just beautiful animations. There's a lot there. And, dark traumatic past for every character really gives you something to relate to.
A classic tale.
A classic tale.
Impossible beauty standards. I mean, what?
Yeah.
It's not like it gave us all eating disorders.
And funny one-liners.
Mm-hmm. And especially now, I love
Who doesn't
Disney
love
stuff.
it?
So yeah, like I love a mix of that too, where it's like, it's made for our age range, definitely, because
Definitely.
who does not like it?
It's a well-written tale. It makes a lot of cool references. It's not even just Disney.
I was
Like,
gonna
don't
say.
think that you have to like Disney to like this
But
book.
yeah, it's just the sprinkling of it in there.
Yeah, if you like horror, if you like empowered women,
Cool
if you like
music.
interesting themes,
Yeah.
if you like LA, Los Angeles, what a city. It is such a well-rounded book. The whole thing's punchy. Literally from page 1, I was hooked.
Yeah, and I think it is the perfect length. This is exactly what I mean, where it's like, even though it's not like the most complicated of stories, like, you know how some books have to be long? This one is the perfect length for like the plot of what it is. It tells it perfectly. I love the length of it. And like, I got through it literally in a whole day. Why are you making that sound?
Because you said I love the length of it.
Yeah. Piggy. I got through it in a day because I actually listened to the audiobook of it at work, and literally the whole time at work I was like, can everybody just not bother me at all? Could you guys just like go away?
Don't even look at me.
I'm about to get mad if they're... Don't interrupt me, alright? Just don't interrupt, because I'm having a day. It made my day so much better. I literally was like, what a fantastic book. I had such a good day today.
I think that we've mentioned it before, but we both like to write a little bit, well, a lot of it. And sometimes you read something where it instantly makes you like filled with
Inspiration, yeah.
inspiration, jealousy, love.
Not jealousy in the
hate.
sense of... No. Not jealousy in
I
the sense...
hate that it's perfect.
It's like jealousy that inspires. If anything, I'm like, she
I
made
don't
this
think
so...
jealousy is negative.
Yeah, but you said jealousy and then hate.
Yeah.
And then, well, she... no.
And then you look
I
up her
wouldn't.
personal stuff, and it is just the coolest. She looks like the coolest person. Her content is impeccable. She seems really awesome.
Cooler than
LA's
me.
so cool. Yeah, by
Cooler
far.
than me.
Like, way by far.
Oh.
But, yeah, I can't wait for more. I also saw on her Goodreads profile that CJ has 2 more novels coming from Nightfire.
Yeah, CJ Leede.
So I guess she got a deal for 3, which is amazing, and I
Fantastic.
cannot wait.
Yeah, I'll be there.
No pressure.
It said horror writer, perfect, hiker, perfect, Trekkie, perfect.
Perfect. You got it all, girl.
And like that's awesome.
And beautiful blonde hair.
I guess.
Mm-hmm.
At least it's not brown. Just kidding, guys. It's cool with your brown hair.
So, now's the portion. We're going to read you the synopsis. Just so you know what this is about.
Yeah, little taste.
By day, Maeve Fly works at the happiest place in the world as every child's favorite ice princess. By the neon glow of the Sunset Strip, Maeve haunts the dive bars with a drink in one hand and a book in the other, imitating her misanthropic literary heroes. But when Gideon Green, her best friend's brother, moves to town, he awakens something dangerous within her, and the world she knows suddenly shifts beneath her feet. Untethered, Maeve ditches the discontented act and tries on a new persona, a bolder, bloodier one, inspired by the pages of American Psycho. Step aside, Patrick Bateman, and it's Maeve's turn with the knife.
Yeah, I liked it. And especially because this book also has a romance. And
I love how it's done. It definitely feels realistic.
And it's a hockey player. And also,
Yeah.
Who doesn't love hockey? And like, by no means do I mean sports are fun to watch besides hockey. Like, I love hockey. I'm sure other people, like their sports or whatever, but like, I'd rather claw my own eyes out than watch baseball. So, hockey, I think, perfect. Because if it's going to be a guy playing
They're
sports,
just so good looking.
they're so cute, and their mustaches, and they're just missing teeth. Ay, ay, ay.
Ay caramba.
Yeah, but that too, like, it just was so many, I feel like so many things that, like, are little things that I love, that this whole time I'm reading the book, I'm like, great. And, like, even, I love the little Disney references and stuff, like, especially if you go to Disneyland and stuff, you'll hear, like, Club 66, wink, 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 and stuff like that. I just love that you're also not saying the name of it, because I'm sure that,
She doesn't want the mouse coming for her.
Yeah.
I love the way that she references it, and even just her insights into the characters. So, I mean,
I love it.
it's very quickly revealed in the book, so not a spoiler, but the character that Maeve's playing is Elsa, and her takes on just the differences between being an Anna and being an Elsa, and how relatable that is for a, kind of like weirdo outcast modern woman. Just,
Yeah.
Elsa's relatable anyway, and the way that she's exemplifying it really just brings home a lot of things where you're like, I still belong in Disney, even though I'm a tattooed weirdo.
Yeah, and you're seeing more of us there. I also wonder if, like, using the name Gideon from the bakery, but there's not one in California, but I don't know if that was also a nod, because I'm going to count it, just because I love the bakery. So.
Well, and, like, Gideon the Ninth, the book, and just a lot of, like, Gideons come up in horror.
Solid name.
It is a solid name. What a good name.
Yeah.
Gideon.
I don't know, there was just, like, a lot of cool references, and, like...
Good names.
I feel like the
Good
horror,
places.
even itself, I found myself cringing at a bit of it, where that's how you know it's good, because, like, you're really painting that picture.
It definitely did get a little bit gory.
Yeah, which is, I'm not saying it in a bad way, I'm saying, like, you did it. Like, whatever you were getting at, you did it.
It was definitely dark. And, I mean, also, one of the main themes of the book is that so often women are, like, tempered. So even if you're a villainess or just the protagonist in general, it's like you also get kind of, I don't know, like, diminished by always needing a motive.
Yeah,
That then is, like,
think I
taking
saw-
away from, like, just wanting to be the way that you are.
Yeah,
And I love that Maeve is just Maeve.
I think, and I can't think of the quote, but I saw a quote where she's just saying, like, usually, like, when women are doing something bad, they need a reason and men don't. And like that's so true. Where it's just like, well, why are you doing something evil? Then again, I think that's also why women are so obsessed with true crime, because we always wonder like why they do it, and usually there's not a reason. That's just how they are.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I thought it was very interesting, and I love that it's a woman. Yeah, because we're lacking in that department.
Oh, yeah. More evil ladies, I
Yes.
say.
Just try
Or
to be,
at least just let it fly.
yeah, just be more. Stand up for your point more. Be more mean.
Yeah, unapologetically say the evil things that you're thinking.
Yeah, stop being polite.
And if anyone bothers you, you tell them to take it up with us.
Yeah, girl gang.
Girl gang. This week, I made the game, and we are gonna call it Gruesome Disney Trivia Game.
Okay, I mean that sounds.
We're also gonna call this game Allegedly, so I don't want the mouse coming for me either. I don't have the power to fight you. And
You already said the E name.
oh, I mean,
You're in trouble.
if you said the D name, you could say the E name.
Mm-hmm.
And
And then
what will we do?
we will do nothing. They have,
Won't do
they have
anything.
more money than anybody's.
That's, man, this is not part of the game. They bought their land with a different shell company with the name of MT Lot, L-O-T-T.
They used a lot of different companies to buy up that land.
Acting like they weren't going to do anything. That's crafty. Crafty as hell.
That's crafty, and it's definitely like old-timey crafty when you could still get away with things like that because nobody could.
Nobody
ask.
could. Well, and anything you do now, it's online.
Yeah, and like I think people assume you're gonna be nefarious, whereas back then they're like everyone's honorable until they weren't, because they were there too.
Throughout history, there's always been this balance of good and evil.
And I'm not saying that it's right.
It's not right, it's not wrong, it just is.
Is Disney one of my favorite places? Yes.
There's, what do we say? Nobody's perfect.
Wabi sabi, man.
Wabi sabi. You need the balance.
Agreed. That clears all of the bad things.
I'm gonna randomly hit a button. Oh. Alright, let's get into the game. Presley, where can human bones be found as a part of a ride?
Am I supposed to say a funny answer or because I know? Because I know.
You choose, dealer's choice.
Allegedly, Pirates of the Caribbean. Caribbean? Pronounce it however you want. But yes, allegedly one of the skeletons is a real skeleton.
And they said that they took them out, but a lot of people are like, no, you didn't. Also, just leave it, it's fine.
Also, how special would you feel that your skeleton is in a ride?
Hide a skeleton in a ride.
I would be the most flattered skeleton.
I mean, if that's your bag, you'd be real happy there.
Yeah.
What location is the most often target of people illegally scattering ashes?
I know this one too because it's also my favorite ride. Haunted Mansion.
It is. They said that It's a Small World is also often hit, and they refer to it as the secret code HEPA cleanup.
HEPA.
HEPA. HEPA? HEPA? HEPA.
I mean, I guess, but I think it's like been a thing where people try to throw them and then it blows back into your face. So
if you hear HEPA, don't breathe in.
Yeah, if you want a mouthful of grandma.
Unless you're lacking in protein that day.
Yeah, or
I think it's burned up actually.
She just wants to be a part of you. But yeah,
I chew on a knuckle bone.
I could definitely see, because there's a graveyard in the ride. So where else?
It's on brand. I mean,
and that song is literally one of my favorite songs. So like, I'd be jamming out forever to that.
It's actually haunted, so you'd have company. It's not a bad choice.
And you don't even have to be the scariest ghost in there. You can just like be one of the like cool ones that are hanging out.
Right.
Yeah, I like it.
In 1974 was the first reported cast member death that occurred on America's Sings when the person in question was caught between two rotating stages.
Oh yeah.
How old were they?
26.
18, Debbie Stone. Oh, the cat's pulling my microphone, and it's really adding to the haunting.
Yeah.
Stop it. Yeah, Debbie Stone. She was caught between rotating stages, and
Yeah, and that, like...
they say that she haunts it now.
I
And tells people to be careful, which, that is so thoughtful.
know, yeah, that's such a woman thing that even after we die, we're trying to take care of people. Thanks, Debbie.
Thanks, Debbie.
Yeah, you're appreciated. Even if you don't think you are, you are.
Oof. Horrific.
I know,
And that's the first reported one. I mean, there's been, in the building, there is just countless deaths.
Well, and
I mean, like any big place or building.
No, as most people know, they get taken off property before they are announced dead so that they can say that no one's actually died here. They take them off property first and then call it. That's just, you know what I mean? That's just how the cookie crumbles with them.
I think that, I mean, this is some insider nursing stuff. I think that a lot of lay people who aren't medical think that it is some, like, timely thing, like what time did they die, the like time of death is like pronounced. So it's not accurate. Like sometimes you'll have somebody die and then you have to have, it has to be like a doctor or nurse practitioner or a PA actually pronounce the person dead. It can be hours after it actually happens.
Right, that's what I said. Right, so they take
sometimes
them
it
off
happens
property.
the exact moment, but
yeah, because
it's not exact.
There's been other ones. I'm going to wait to bring up other ones until we're done because I don't know. What do you know?
Company issued underwear was a thing at Disney World, and apparently it was not cleaned well, so you're getting a lot of skid marks and some stinky drawers. People have gotten scabies that way.
Oh no.
Pubic lice from your Disney underpants as a cast member that you had to wear. What year was this abolished?
Oh. Hopefully, and I'm gonna hope here, 1990?
2001.
No, okay.
That's too late.
That is, that's not okay. And
those crotch crickets are still kicking, probably.
And I was about to say, who would in their right mind do that? But now that I'm thinking of, when you're a cast member and you get in on that club, you just do whatever you can to stay there, because
if you're serious about acting,
well, not even acting, just just any cast member there, they love their jobs so much and they are willing to do so much to stay. So yeah, I could, but even like the coveted like face rolls and stuff, I imagine you're just doing whatever you are told.
Wear some poop pants, I'll do it.
Yeah, especially if the stain is shaped like a Mickey. That's a hidden Mickey. And
it's an Easter egg right in your drawers.
It gave you scabies. That's sad.
It's a small price to pay. Disney World has an infestation of these creatures whose numbers continue to grow despite being removed. Allegedly, it's close to 100 a year now. Allegedly.
Is it cats?
It is alligators.
Well, okay.
Disney World is built on a swamp with a series of canals. That is where they live.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's, and if you've ever been to Disney World, you will see that around a lot of the water, there are signs that say, don't go near the water. Cause
don't do it. Listen, unless you're some vetted local, do not go near the water if you're in the South.
Know not to do that because you don't know what's in there.
You think so. My partner's family lives on the border of North and South Carolina, and recently someone they know was cutting the grass and was pulled into the water by an alligator.
God, that's so scary.
And died.
Thanks for adding that. Well, yeah, I was about to say.
Oh no,
that was the wrong one.
There you go.
Is that supposed to? Yeah, great, funnier. But no, it's scary and never go near the water.
Don't turn your back on the water.
Because they had that little boy that died because he was in the water at
2016.
Yeah, and that's so scary and so horrible.
That is what upped them being on watch more and getting more of them away from where people are. But I mean, that's where they live, so you gotta think.
I've not
nature is
seen
very
one.
Powerful.
I've not seen one while I've been there, but like I said, there are signs everywhere that tell you not to, and there's pathways next to them, and I always wonder, and I'm like, if I see it, I'm running.
Oof.
Or you fight it with a frying pan, if I have one. Because have you seen that video online of the old man where the alligator comes up to grab his dog and that old man just hits it and then it, like,
That's
when you
your dog.
say a vetted person who lives there, like, that's actually what I get in mind, where he's just like, no.
Of course it's situational, but I think that I would also try to, meet it with some aggression.
Yes, if it was attacking...
It's you or them.
Yeah, if it was attacking an animal that I had with me.
But I also feel
all bets are
conflicted
off.
because I feel like that's them, that's where they live.
Not if it's attacking an animal that I have, all bets are off.
Well, yeah, if it's your dog.
But yeah, if they're out and I see it, I'm going the other way. That's their business.
What character has the most incidents of charges being filed against a person wearing the costume?
Well, what a good question. Let's see. Maybe Tigger?
It is Tigger. How do you know all of these? Ew.
Because I love Disney. No, I don't know. Tigger seems like you would...
Gropey? It's usually groping charges.
could see. It's just you have to have such an abundance of energy. I feel like that could be turned for evil in the blink of an eye.
You're excited. Maybe you grab a boob.
Yeah, you're drunk on stolen honey and you're just grabbing titties. I could see it.
If you're bouncing on your tails.
Yeah,
Tail,
he's got two free hands
Two
to
free
do
hands,
whatever he wants.
grabbing whatever's nearby.
I could see that. Yeah.
In 2007, that Tigger was arrested for punching a 14-year-old in the face.
Yep, I could absolutely see that. And like
What did
especially
the 14-year-old do though?
I was about to say, although from what I've heard, like the fuzzy characters get like abused sometimes. Like sometimes people hit them, or like a lot of the female ones say that like when families are like taking pictures with them, they can feel people like trying to feel if they have boobs or not.
Oh gosh, that's terrible.
Yeah, like I can absolutely
That's the worst.
see there being two sides of that story, and
I can't imagine the kind of abuse those people take while they're just trying to work.
that's what I mean. And like that thing is strapped on you so that when you get hit, it hurts you. So like
There have been some gruesome situations of people
yeah.
getting pretty
One of my favorite
messed
con-
up in their costumes, just from the the situation of the costume itself
It's
being
hot.
heavy, hot, you're trapped.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And like one of my favorite content creators talks about when she was Eeyore, she got slapped. Like who's slapping Eeyore? What kind
Who's
of
slapping Eeyore?
What kind of monster you get? He's already sad.
Literally go to
I
therapy.
know.
Stop taking it out on like teenagers.
And she was like a young woman, but still, like you're slapping Eeyore.
Yeah, that's weird.
I could maybe see Tigger.
Or listen, if you feel like in your soul you need to work through something and slap a cartoon character, you pay the appropriate person who is consensually agreeing to this.
And they'll wear an Eeyore costume. I'm
They'll
sure.
do whatever you want.
But not unconsensually Eeyore.
Yeah, don't just hit people.
And also, if you're having troubles anyway, maybe Disney World not the best choice, because it's not. And people say it's not a vacation; it's an experience, and it is high stress for a lot of people. So, maybe pick a beach or something a little calming.
And less gruesome end note, what did Disney originally intend to name Mickey Mouse before his wife said, that shit's not cute?
Well, I do know this one too, but it's Mortimer Mouse.
It is.
And he also, they have a character, Mortimer Mouse, now, and he's quite creepy.
Is he goth?
No, he's like tall and skinny and like kind of mean, and
He's emo.
yeah, like you'd probably like him because he's mean.
I like that. I like the sound of that. I'm gonna look into it.
But what I was gonna bring up that you didn't, the people who died from riding, what is it called? Spaceship Earth. People have died from that ride because it's so intense. It's like, it recreates like being an astronaut, and like it's killed people. So maybe don't go on that ride. I haven't yet, just because like I get motion sick sometimes.
I don't know if you should.
Yeah,
You had a
what-
heart murmur when you were little. Maybe it's still there.
Thanks, Mom. No, I just don't want to be motion sick. It'll ruin my day, and then I'm trying to like eat a pretzel, and it makes me sick. So no,
If you have a pre-existing condition, any kind of like amusement park rides are pretty bad for you. It really can like shake loose.
Well, that is the good part about Disney, though, because a lot of their rides are like, there are some thrill rides, and then there are some slower rides. So like,
Or just ones that you walk through while they tell you a story.
No, I don't think so.
There's other stuff
Well,
to do.
there's like stuff to
than be
look at. I
jostled.
wouldn't call it a ride or anything, but
You
like,
don't need to be jostled. There's other stuff for you to do.
yeah, like there's rides where you just sit and like Carousel of Progress. Shout out, one of my favorite rides. You just sit there and there's like a screen and everything. Not a screen. It's like a stage with animatronics on it, and it just
That in itself is so creepy.
tells you a story. They are very creepy looking, but it's like it goes throughout the years. So it starts in like the 1800s and stuff. The worst part about this is the first time I went on that ride, all of the things that were in like the late 1800s, early 1900s were all stuff that we grew up with. Like all of the because we grew up in an old house.
Like the advancements of...
Yeah, like all of the stuff. I was like, we had that refrigerator. We had
those things.
We had all the, and I was like, oh my god.
And our Bubba was very into Victorian times,
Yes.
so we had a very old house anyway that was then very Victorian.
But spooky, so it looked like we decorated for Halloween, but we didn't. That's just how we lived.
It was cool.
It was great. It was a spooky childhood,
Spooky.
which is probably why we enjoyed this book so much.
It spoke to me
Yeah,
in every way possible.
I could see that. Just because, I don't know, it's just such a fun book.
It was so fun.
So I think I did the next thing coming up. So let's kick it off.
Ooh.
Oh well.
Who wanted some crappy poetry? It's you.
Wow.
It's haiku time.
If you insist. But that's gonna be you first.
Alright, let me read you my haiku. Maeve, my love, so dark. I'm filled with awe and rage because you exist.
Yeah.
I am pairing this week's poem with an English coastal cheddar from Trader Joe's. That is my all-time favorite cheese.
That cheese is so good.
It is so good. It is sharp and delicious, but still creamy. And then, like a good cheddar those of you in the know will know, there are sharp little crystal bits.
For crunchies.
The crunchies. This is a high quality cheddar at a low cost relatively.
And you love a crunchy.
Yeah, I think that really sums it up. It's, I like to fancy myself and things of the ilk, and also this book. It is so high quality in this unassuming, punky package. I think it's
So good. Yeah, it's like,
just a good mix.
yes, that is really.
That's my salt of the earth, and I love it.
It's a good description, definitely.
What's your haiku?
Let's see. Yeah, I need the sparkly noises.
If it's Disney, we'll add more sparkle.
Ooh. You mean D. Don't say the word.
It's already been said. We're fired already.
No. Oh well. No. What are they gonna sue us for?
Yeah, I have nothing.
A princess by day, seductive killer by night. Open those ears, girl, and read the book.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
That's perfect. What's your cheese pairing?
I said cheesecake, also because it's rich and delicious, and if you wanted to make it a little gory, you just put some strawberry on top of it, and it looks like blood.
That is a perfect combo.
Yeah, and
Like cheesecake.
I could eat it every day, and it's delicious. And who doesn't like cheesecake?
Who doesn't like cheesecake?
Again, if you
Get out of town if you don't like cheesecake.
If you don't like cheesecake or this book,
If you don't like cheesecake or this book, okay, moreover this book, what are you doing here on the podcast? I don't think you'll like us.
yeah, that's really confusing, and that's fine, I guess, but
But you're probably not fun.
I know. Or they're getting really mad at us every episode, and
I'll take a hate listen.
yeah.
All press is good press.
That's very true. Thanks for the download.
Joke's on you. These cats are laughing to the bank.
Right. All of the tens of dollars we've made.
Yeah, so many.
Yeah. So this brings us to our end portion of the grazie and goodbye.
Yeah, before we hit the road, what are you thankful for this week?
I said my cats because it's like when you go to work and you have a long day and you're just so annoyed with everyone around you and just things are not quite right. I get home and I see these 4 little faces, and they are so happy to see me, and I'm happy to see them, and they just love me so much, and I love them so much, that it's like, what can I be mad about? You know what I mean? It's like a reset button where I just go home and I'm like, even if somebody's like puked on the table, I'm like, how mad can
Cats do that.
How mad can
Cats
I
want to
be?
puke.
But like, they just love me so much, and like, they are such a light in my life, and I just love them so much, and they're so cute. How could I be mad? So
You can't
I'm
be.
so grateful to have my cats, because they're good cats too. Arguably the best. What are you grateful for?
This week I'm grateful for Nicolas Cage. Just kidding. I'm grateful for myself. I am...
What a weird old joke to make.
I've just been thinking about him a lot, looking at him and thinking about him.
Yeah, okay. Moonstruck Nicolas Cage. Why do we keep talking
Any
about
of
that?
them.
Yeah, but his arms were so deliciously hairy in that movie.
And Cher.
Oh,
What a powerhouse.
Cher.
What beautiful hair.
And that makeover? Hello.
Gorgeous.
Mm.
I'm thankful for myself. I'm thankful that I, for the work that I put into this and everything. And yeah, I'm just happy to be me.
That's great, and that's how everyone should feel. And you know what? Just give yourself a hug today. It's good for you. Yeah. Well, you look very pained while doing that.
If you're driving,
yeah,
do it
don't.
anyway.
Just kidding.
No.
Wait till you get home, maybe.
Do it.
Or at work. Yeah, it doesn't matter if people are watching, but maybe don't be driving or operating machinery or committing a murder, because that just you might leave DNA. So just think about that.
Always be thinking about that.
Mhm.
What evidence are you leaving?
Yeah.
Cover your tracks. And with that, we'll say goodbye till next time. Check us out. Night Cheese Book Club, available on all podcast platforms.
Bye.
Bye.